Dear Fern parents, how are you? Really, how are you? It is so strange to be meeting you this way, but life is interesting and always gives us something new to work on. So here we are, and we're going to get to work together. It's a whole new reality that we're all moving into at whatever pace we can manage. For me, I'm a homebody, and so the idea of being at home, I know how to find a rhythm at home. I'm happy to be at home, and really this isn't that different than how I conduct my life outside of school anyways. My husband is another matter entirely, but for me, this has not been a dreadful transition. And I've heard from many of you that actually this unhurried life has been really an interesting gift for some of your children. And for others, it's going to be a little painful. So my job is to help you figure this out. A slow and unhurried life with young children can be an incredibly rich life. But it does take some figuring out. It takes some strong efforts and some strong holding by the adults in order to make it feel like a generous place that's full of love and purposefulness. And keeping it from descending into chaos is a real skill. So we are going to be focusing on the fundamentals of just this very thing, at least initially, because probably for most of us that's going to be our biggest challenge. I want to build this program to meet your needs and your questions. As you've probably gathered by now, I am not going to be standing in front of a computer and talking to your children for 4 hours a day. It's not going to be the Teacher Natalie song and dance show. Your children don't need that. Your children actually are the experts, and I hope if there's one thing you know about working with me for this long, I believe in your children and I believe in their capacities. And what we need to do is create the form and then get out of their way. So with that in mind, there is a fabulous article that I would like you to read. And I'd like you to read this article repeatedly. There might be certain sections in it that really speak to you. It is by a woman named Helle Heckman, who is out of Denmark. And the name of the article is Daily Rhythm at Home and Its Lifelong Relevance. And you're going to find that article in your Google Classroom. You go to Classroom, and then Classwork, and then Parent Education. And it's called Daily Rhythm at Home and Its Lifelong Relevance. So, read that article now. Print it out so you don't always have to be on a device, and you can revisit it often in the coming weeks. I will probably ask you to read that article every week. It's a cornerstone, a place where we can really all start, as long as we have that common language together. That is it for right now. That's all you need to do right now. Print out that article and read it. And you will see me very shortly. Let's get started.